Our next guest is a contemporary romance author. She is celebrating her debut novel while working on the next book in the series. It is titled It Comes in Waves, and it's about starting over and embracing change. Sounds like the perfect read for a new year. We are excited to welcome Kirstie Goode to the show. Good morning, Kirstie.
Good morning. How are you?
We are good. Not as good as you, though, because I know this has just been published, what, less than a month ago, right?
Yes, ma'am. It actually came out on December 22nd.
Wow, and I understand it's kind of a dream come true for you.
Yes, it is. It's still surreal.
I was going to say, how does it feel to actually have it there in front of you with your name on it? And
It's kind of scary to just, it's my baby. I worked on it for 2 years, on and off. So to have an actual manuscript printed with my name on it, it blows my mind that people are actually reading something that I wrote.
I love it. Well, congratulations. Let's talk a little bit about the book. I was reading a little bit about some of the characters, and I understand it's really, the main character is someone I feel like we can all relate to, that feeling of starting over.
Yeah. It's about a girl who really just feels kind of stuck in the motions of life, and she just wants, to try to start over. She experiences a lot of emotional trauma and grief and loss and death, and she just needs something new and fresh. And the book is actually set in North Carolina, so I'm North Carolina is just like near and dear to my heart. I love all the like ocean towns in North Carolina, so that's kind of where the plot of the book came from, was visiting all those towns.
And I understand, Kirstie, for you too, getting to see this book kind of come together and then having the ideas for two more, you're already working on the next book in the series.
Yes, I am actually. I have everything already outlined for the next two books. It was easy to come up with, more of a storyline once the first book was finished. And as I was writing the first book, it was already obvious to me that there was other characters in the book that would have their own story and their own, twist on things. So it's actually about two brothers. So it's pretty cool. I really like it. I enjoy it. I write things that I feel like that come from my heart, not what I think would sell and that I could market well. So I'm pretty proud of how everything came together, even though it was a grueling process.
Oh, I am sure. And you were talking a little bit about the timing of this first book, and with a new year sort of approaching us, it's really a wonderful way to put your past into perspective.
Yeah, it is. It's very personal to me. The first book is. I got the idea for it a couple of years ago, and started writing the book, and then shelved it for a while. Not sure if I really wanted to spend my time on it and waste my time, because I am a mother. I have three kids, so I wanted to spend time with them, but I also wanted to teach them that, if you have like a dream and you want to do something, that you can actually do it. And I wanted to prove to them that, just because I am a mom and I have a lot of things going on, I can still do what I want. So
we're good multitaskers, aren't we?
Yeah. For sure.
And you were born and raised in Kingsport. You live in Kingsport, married, like you said, 3 boys, so I can only imagine how busy you are. How much therapy is writing for you?
It's unexplainable how it just calms me down. I can typically, a lot of writers, they have to have, complete silence, but whenever you have 3 boys, you just kind of get into this routine where you can pull a story together like that, and they can be screaming and throwing Nerf darts everywhere, and you're good to go. I mean, the editing process is a little more tedious, and and revising and all that, but the actual writing process is pretty easy for me. I get the ideas anywhere, like in the airport, driving down the road. I'll stop, pull my car over on the side of the road if I get an idea, and I will type it in my phone.
I love it.
So.
And you also mentioned that you said you can't live without your books and your book boyfriends. I was reading that on here. What are your book boyfriends?
Okay, so when I read a book, and I read a lot of books, I read 79 books this year in my Goodreads challenge. So I'm an avid reader as much as I am a writer. So when I read books, I want to be able to fall in love with the characters. I feel like that's really important to me, and it's important in my writing as well, that I can make somebody else believe in a character that doesn't exist. It's completely made up, contemporary fiction. So to me, obviously I am married. I do have a family, but I also have these characters in my head that are made up, and so I call them my book boyfriends. So
I love it, and I do think we can all relate. And I think that's what makes a really good writer, when you love to read as well, and you can sort of be in both of those positions. I'm sure that's kind of what you're thinking too as you're writing.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed reading since a very young age, and I've enjoyed writing too since middle school. So I mean, a book was always kind of like just like this ultimate like goal of mine that I always had. I just never really thought that it was going to be a very lucrative thing to do. And writing is not like a get rich quick scheme. So I mean, it's not really about selling the books and the money for me. It's more of like, just this is who I am, and it comes out in all my books. So I love it. It's something that I'm passionate about. So.
Well, you can certainly tell. Kirstie, I've so enjoyed our conversation today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very cool. It Comes in Waves is the name of the book, and it's available on Amazon. Here is that website for more information.